The MG S6 EV is being positioned in a space that, even 2 years ago, would have seemed out of reach for this brand. This is not the budget MG that built its name on undercutting everything by $10,000. This is a 50,000 Swiss franc, 357 horsepower, all-wheel drive electric SUV, standing on the show floor at Martigny as though it belongs next to Volvos and Skodas. Whether the engineering supports that ambition lives in the details. From the outside, the S6 does not try to provoke. Slim LED headlamps and a lower splitter echo the Cyberster without copying it. At 4,708 mm long, it sits between the Enyaq and the Model Y in footprint, but reads bigger because the roofline stays flat before dropping. 20-inch alloys fill the arches well on this luxury trim. It is understated in a way that feels deliberate rather than safe, and for a brand that once struggled with design consistency, that alone is progress. Inside, the shift becomes harder to ignore. The 12.8-inch touchscreen is flanked by physical climate controls, a decision that separates this cabin from the screen-only interiors MG used to offer. The materials across the upper dashboard are soft-touch throughout, with a suede effect trim that feels closer to a Volvo EX30 than anything wearing an MG badge. A head-up display, wireless Apple CarPlay, and a 10.25-inch driver display all come standard. The heated steering wheel falls to hand well, and the front seats offer lateral support for faster corners without squeezing on longer drives. A wireless charging pad sits beneath a floating center console, next to a storage bin large enough for a water bottle and a phone at the same time. The rear cabin is where MG's platform advantage shows. The wheelbase delivers legroom that embarrasses cars $20,000 more expensive. With the front seats set for a 6-foot driver, there is genuine space behind. The flat floor keeps the center seat usable. Heated outer rear seats come standard, and ISOFIX points on both outer positions mean child seats drop in, without a fight. A panoramic glass roof opens the cabin further. A stroller, 2 weekend bags, and a soft bag on top, with room left over. That is 674 liters to the roof, expanding to 1,910 with the seats folded. The dual motor also gets a 102-liter frunk under the bonnet, large enough for cables and a jacket. The Enyaq and the ID.4 do not offer one. 357 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque, 62 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds, faster than an entry-level Porsche Macan Electric. In normal mode, only the rear motor works, engaging the front when traction or full power is needed. The 77 kilowatt-hour battery claims 301 miles, though cold conditions bring that closer to 210. The ride is composed, the steering light without going numb. It is calm rather than sporty, and it succeeds at that. The one area where the engineering trails the ambition is charging. 144 kilowatts maximum, 38 minutes from 10 to 80%. That places this behind the Enyaq 5, the EV6, and even the updated ID.4. For home chargers, it may never matter. For anyone depending on the public network for longer trips, it is the one compromise that reminds you this platform arrived before the segment moved to faster architecture. What makes the S6 interesting is not any single number. It is the gap between what the badge used to mean and what the car delivers. The interior would not look out of place in a Volvo. The rear space would not embarrass a BMW iX3. The powertrain would not disappoint a Porsche cross-shopper. And the price, roughly $64,000 at current rates for this fully loaded all-wheel drive spec, still sits below where most of those rivals start. MG is no longer the brand you buy because you cannot afford something better. It is becoming the brand you buy because the car earns the conversation. Whether the charging catches up before the competition closes, the price gap will define how long that lasts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.